Alright. It's time for our active pause, okay? Dance with me, alright? Here we go. Let's do it. Come on. Come on.
Are you ready to dance?
Yeah!
And boogie?
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright.
Get in line. Get funky. Do the monkey.
Come on.
Get clappy.
Get happy!
Alright.
To the right.
Step to the
And
right.
shake.
Shake.
Step to the left. And shake. Step backward.
Up.
Step forward.
Step forward.
Now jump.
Jump.
Jump again.
Jump again.
Get funky. Do the monkey. Get clappy.
Right.
Get happy!
Now slide to the right. Real smooth.
Yes.
Slide to the left. In the groove. Right foot stomp. Stomp 2 times. Left foot stomp. Stomp 2 times. Get funky.
Alright.
Do the monkey.
Come on.
Get clappy.
Get happy!
Alright, come on.
Jump 2 times. Jump. Jump 2 times. Now reach. And sway. And shake it. Your way. Get funky. Do the monkey. Get clappy.
Get happy!
Can you hear me?
Alright.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh!
Can you hear me?
Yeah!
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh!
Can you hear me?
Yeah!
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh!
Can you hear me?
Yeah!
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh!
Get funky. Do the monkey. Get clappy.
Get happy!
Take 2 steps to the right. Shimmy. 2 steps to the left. Now gimme
Alright.
a backstroke.
Alright. Come on.
Jump. Jump 2 times. Get funky. Do the monkey. Get clappy.
Get happy!
Jump 2 times. Right foot stomp. Jump 3 times. Left foot stomp. Jump. Jump 2 times. Jump. Now freeze. Get funky.
Alright.
Do the monkey. Get clappy.
Get happy!
Reach.
Alright.
Now touch the floor.
Touch the floor.
Twist.
Twist.
Do you want some more?
Uh-huh!
Get funky. Do the monkey. Get clappy. Get happy.
Alright.
Yeah!
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh!
Can you hear me?
Yeah!
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh!
Can you hear me?
Yeah!
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh!
Can you hear me?
Yeah!
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh!
Can you hear me?
Yeah!
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh!
Can you hear me?
Okay. Alright. Very good. Thank you for doing it with me. Alright. So now let's move on to Smart Mathematician. Alright. So go to Smart Mathematician week 2. Right. Give me a minute. Alright. Here we are. Smart Mathematician. So go to page. Oh, no, not that. Sorry. Go to page 132. Smart Mathematician 132. Right? But before we work on this page, let's check our essential question. Alright? Let's see it. Okay, let's pay attention. Alright, so it says, how can Pikachu know how many candies are in the bag? How can Pikachu know how many candies are there? How? How can he knows? How many? Okay, maybe by adding, by subtracting, multiplying. All right, so now let's move on to the learning log. Okay, let's see. We have to wait 1 minute. I'm sorry. We go here. Smart mathematician. So here we are, okay? So let's read. Let's read together, right? First, I am going to read and then you read along with me. Okay, it says, look at the present on the left. You can add each present to find out how many presents there are. Here we have 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. Now let's read together. Look at the present on the left. You can add each present to find out how many presents there are. Okay, then we have here 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. Okay, now you read it, please. You say, excellent, very good. You can also multiply to find how many. Okay, we have 3 times 3 equals 9. Right, now you read it, please. You say, all right, very good. Before we continue working, let's watch the following video, please. Pay attention.
Is adding the same number over and over. For example, multiplication is adding the same number over and over. For example, look at this addition problem. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. The answer is 12. There's another way to write this addition problem. We can write it like this. 3 times 4 equals 12. We use an X symbol to tell us that we are multiplying, which means that we are adding the same number over and over. We say 3 times 4 equals 12. When we say the word times, it means we are multiplying. We are adding the same number over and over. Let's look at some more examples. We can visually show 2 times 3 like this, or like this, or like this. 2 times 3 equals 6. We visually show 2 times 5 like this, or like this, or like this. 2 times 5 equals 10. We can visually show 3 times 2 like this, or like this, or like this. 3 times 2 equals 6. We can visually show 3 times 4 like this, or like this, or like this. 3 times 4 equals 12. Multiplication is adding the same number over and over. 5 times 1 equals 5. 5 times 2 equals 10. Multiplication is adding the same number over and over. Now I'm going to show you a visual, and you guess what the multiplication problem is. The visual shows 5 times 2 equals 10. Here's the next one.
Okay, so what is the next multiplication here? What is the answer? Okay, let's see.
The visual shows 6 times 3 equals 18. Here's the next one.
So what is the answer? All right, let's see.
The visual shows 10 times 4 equals 40. Multiplication is adding the same number over and over. Did you know that two multiplication problems can get the same answer? Here's an example. 2 times 3 equals 6. And 3 times 2 also equals 6.
See, here we have the multiplication of 2. Okay, 2 times 3 equals 6. Or 3 times 2 equals 6. Alright, it's the same. Alright, let's continue watching.
Here's another example. 2 times 5 equals 10. And 5 times 2 equals 10. So be careful when you're multiplying, because you never know when you might get run over by beach balls.
Alright. So now, let's check our keywords, okay? Keywords, remember? You write sentences with those keywords, alright? Let's check the first one. It says, addend, right? How many, and total, right? For addends, it means when you add something. Here is an example. See, here we have the addends. We have 8 plus 5 equals 13. Alright? That's an example. Then we have how many. How many. For example, how many. See, you count how many. How many boys, how many books, how many candies, toys, right? See, how many? 1, 2, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is how many, you count. And the last one, total, right? That's the, see, the total. When you add everything and you have the total, you get the total. Okay, here is the total. Alright, so now it's time for you to write sentences with the keywords. Remember, you write them on a sheet of paper. You write the date and the title, keywords, week 2. Okay, remember, if you still have a space on your learning log, you can write them here. Okay, use this part of your learning log. If not, use a sheet of paper or notebook, whatever, right? Okay, so I'm gonna give you time to work on your keywords. 8 minutes, alright? 8 minutes to work on your keywords, starting now. Alright. So, write sentences with those keywords, please. 8 minutes. Okay, you still have 2 minutes. All right, 10 minutes, 10 seconds, sorry, 10 seconds. All right, so now let's go to activity number 1, all right? Read the instruction, please. Read the instruction. Okay, so it says, look at the gift boxes and answer the questions, all right? You're gonna answer these questions. You have to look at these gift boxes here, okay? What do you see here? Toys, right? We see cars, balls, and dolls. All right? So you have to be very careful, pay attention to these gift boxes, and you have to answer these questions, all right? Let's see. Here the question says, how many toys does each box have? So you have to see box 1, how many toys, box number 2, and box number 3, how many each box, all right? And you write the answer here. Then for number 2, it says circle the operation that shows how many toys there are in total. So you have to answer letter A or letter B. Then number 3, circle the expression that represents the total number of toys. So you have to circle A or B according to the gift boxes, right? So pay attention. Count them carefully. Count the toys. Count, right? Then number 5, how many times do you add the same number? Which number? Okay, so here you write the answer. I added the same number, and here you put how many times. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, all right? And then I added the number. What number? Number 2, number 1, number 3, right? So for this activity, I will give you, to work on it, 15 seconds. Minutes, right? 15 minutes to work on this page, on these activities, and then we will check the answers together, all right? Okay, you can start now. Okay, sorry. You still have 10 minutes. 1 minute.